Veteran Nollywood actor Kanayo O, who has voiced concerns about what he describes as a disturbing trend in Nigerian film industry, especially on YouTube, where casting is now driven more by popularity and appearance than genuine acting ability. Born Anayo Modestus Onyekwere, Kanayo is regarded as one of Nollywood's most iconic pioneers, having come into the limelight with his role in the 1992 blockbuster Living in Bondage. With more than 3 decades in the industry, he has consistently positioned himself as a defender of talent, quality, and professionalism in filmmaking. In a video message shared on his Instagram page on Monday, the seasoned actor announced a shift in his own approach, pledging to concentrate on working with new and under-recognized performers rather than chasing after already popular names. He said, and I quote, "I have decided to take my destiny in my own hands as it pertains to my platform on YouTube," he said. "Movie making is not about having a fine face. It's about being a good actor, a good performer. So with or without a fine face, that's what I have decided to do. If you don't like it, well, that's quite unfortunate." He drew parallels with the early years of Nollywood when, according to him, sponsors and promoters sidelined promising actors who did not appear marketable, thereby ending many careers prematurely. He said, and I quote, "There was an incident many years ago when we were trying to bring up with our Nollywood business about 25 years ago. Some sponsors woke up and started branding actors. This one is not a good one. This one does not sell films. They killed the careers of those guys. I can't mention names, but for the sanctity of this broadcast, I won't," he said. Kanayo warned that the same destructive trend is now returning through digital platforms. Such a thing is beginning to rear its ugly head again. The acclaimed YouTube faces are beginning to bring up the same thing, killing talent in the industry, he lamented. He criticized what he sees as a monopolization of roles by a small group of actors who dominate YouTube-based production, insisting that this practice stifles innovation and leaves new talent stranded. I would like to get your take on this because on some party he said some of these guys will tell you they are not free. Yes, he said some of these guys will tell you they are not free. But now that means people now look at faces before they give roles. Yeah, I saw one of the stories the other day where somebody said influencers are now taking movie roles. Yeah, so now it's more about who is more influential, the person's face that sells the market, not about even those who go through school, 4 years in school to study this particular course, theater arts, and they come out and they cannot because, okay, they are not yet there. They've not gathered the numbers, the followership, the popularity, so to speak, so they don't end up getting this role. But people that don't know jack about this because they are content creators, because they do this, they do that, and they have the face, they tend to get the role. I would like to get your take on this particular one, Eddie.
Well, if you look at the Nollywood industry in Nigeria, yeah, there are a lot of wrong things that are going on in the industry, and you know, we need a lot of change in the industry, a whole lot of change. And it's important that veterans like Kanayo speak on this issue so that, you know, they don't transfer these faults to the next generation of, you know, actors and the likes. So what he's saying is that I see truth in what he's saying. If you look at a lot of YouTube productions right now, there are a lot of similar faces. a lot of similar stories and a lot of similar locations. You know, they hardly give room for, newcomers into the industry. And I feel that the industry right now is also based on connections, based on beauty, based on the fact that you're handsome, that is what is actually trending now in the industry. That is why there is a lot of repetition of feces in the industry.
Yeah.
So I think we should go back to the olden days where it's just about talent, about skill, and about passion. Rather than just producing. What we do now is that we produce a lot of movies. If you go to YouTube, Nollywood, YouTube, Nigeria, there are a lot of Nollywood movies with the same stories, same faces, nothing new. Although there are people that are trying their best to make the industry standing on. People like Kemi Adetiba that produced Kill a Monkey, people like this lady, there's Kulia Fulayan, there is this lady, I've forgotten her name, she acted Jennifer's Diary, what's that?
Funke Akindele. Funke Akindele.
Yes, Funke Akindele. People like that, they are trying to bring in new faces into the industry. If you look at their movies, you will see that in every of their productions, there are new faces. There are new faces that you can find. Now, if you bring it back to YouTube, it's different. Once a particular actor is handsome or is trending, they use that actor as the lead actor for almost all the movies, and they give him the same roles, same lover boy roles, same lover girl party roles, all of those things will not help the industry to grow. So there's a lot of things that needs to happen in the Nollywood industry for it to be of global standard. And at the same time, then we must also appreciate those that are doing exceptionally well, like those three guys I mentioned. They have exceptional movies, exceptional storylines, new storylines, and they are also thinking out of the box. So kudos to them, but at the same time, they should also, take the corrections from the legends.
Amazing. Now, do you think this guys? I love the fact that you even mentioned To Kill a Monkey, because the actors we had in To Kill a Monkey were actors that they had faces. Their face was we know them. Yeah, they were actors from way back, but they are not so trendy. But then they came and they took the roles and they ate the roles. Yeah, they found themselves in those roles. Now, do you think nowadays, most of these YouTube producers focus more on these people because they want to get viewership? For them, it's just about business, not even about growth.
Yes, you mentioned it. What they do is they knew already established actors. If they discover that an actor is trending, for instance, Buchi Franklin is currently trending. If they discover that every YouTube producer wants to go to, that actor, that's what happens that's the same thing that happened when this movie, Achalugo.
Yes, with this guy in it.
The lead actor in that movie, a lot of YouTube producers started acting, giving him lead roles with the same character, which is very, very wrong. You have to diversify. You have to, bring in new roles for those characters. You understand?
Yeah.
So, and if you look at To Kill a Monkey, there are a lot of faces that we never knew.
True.
We never knew a face like Ozzy Boy. I've never seen him in a movie.
Yeah.
The daughter of Ife, I've never seen her in a movie.
Yeah.
So I like the blend. I like the blend between the established actors, the newcomers, and the ones that are already there. So it should be a blend like that, so that opportunities will be given to more and more people, and we'll see fresh faces. When you see fresh faces, those things interest and excite you understand?
Yeah. And when you have fresh faces, you have fresh characters, fresh perspective, fresh angle, and fresh display of talent. Now, for Kanayo is going back now. How successful do you think he would be in this venture?
Kanayo is already a legend, you know. He's already a legend. I think what legends should focus more on, if they're actually producing, they should go back to, you know, movies that actually educate us about our African history and African heritage, you know, while also playing advisory roles and mentorship roles in the industry. But it's not a must that your faces must still be on our TV sets. You understand what I mean? So,
Yeah.
but he's doing well. He's doing exceptionally well.
Now, talking about him going back to looking for underrated actors, yeah, and casting them, how successful do you think that move would be, and how advisable would it be for business now, for him, coming from the business angle of things now?
For me, it's all about talents. It's all about passion. It's all about skill. So if anyone is good at it, why not give them a chance? You know.
Amazing. If anyone is good at it, give them a chance. Now, to young people who are young actors, young people who want to get into movie industry, that are seeing all this and they believe that, okay, nowadays this is what is in vogue. If you are not trending, if you are not so popular, you will not get those roles. What are the advice you would give to them? Because now, people with this sort of mentality tend not to even want to focus more on improving themselves, improving their skill set, improving what they have. They just believe, okay, this is what works. Okay, let me go to TikTok, dance, shake my butt, shake my booty and get followers, get fame, get known. Maybe one day a movie producer will see me, pick me and give me a role because I have the numbers. Now, what are your advice to those sort of people, or those people, the people who think that way, young Gen Zs who think that way, really?
I think social media is a great tool, you know, in selling ourselves.
Yeah.
You know, we shouldn't always think we should do it like how we do it back then.
Okay.
So if you have platforms like TikTok, Facebook, Instagram that enable you to, you know, sell your talent and push yourself, why not use it for your good? You know, you can, a lot of things you can start doing on social media, not necessarily dancing and shaking your butt.
Actually.
You can actually display your acting talents on, you know, social media, and then also, aside from social media, it's also good to apply for roles, go for auditions, you know, and sell yourself. Basically, the world we are right now is about selling yourself. So just sell yourself more, and I feel that you get those roles you have been looking for.
Yeah, sell yourself more and you get those roles that you so desire. There was this young boy that started mimicking actors. I've forgotten his name now, but I saw I was seeing this clip back how many days ago now. He just comes, he mimics a prince, an angry prince. He mimics an angry princess. That's what he does on social media because he knows this is what I want to do. And they started giving him roles.